Sairam, Sairam everybody. So first I am introducing myself. Myself, Dr. Akshay Khullar, and I have done my MBA. I have studied 2 years over there, only MBA. Before that, I did BEMS, Bachelor in Ayurvedic Medicine and Surgery. So you must be wondering how come a BMS student and become later on become Sai student and did MBA. So this story is all about that. If I talk about Swami's experience, it can be traced to my childhood days. We had some devotees in my village. There were some bhajan mandal. In fact, Mr. Harihar Das, who has been the president of Orissa quite a long time, he was near to me, my village. So there were activities of bhajan mandal in nearby, and we as kids used to attend moral talks on Sundays with Prasad Sevens. I was not able to go deep into the philosophy of Sai during those days because I was kid. Time went on, I was deep into the study, passed my intermediate, and then prepared for JE. Then I got into BMS course. I was not happy with as I could not join MBBS, and some mishappening occurred in my family also. I lost one of my brother, and my mother detected as cancer patient. And my brother, one of my another brother also got some cardiac problem. He had multiple active conditions, which sometimes gives more than 300 beats per minute. So for that, a minor but very rare surgery, that is radio frequency ablation, was required. The technology that time was very rare things in India, and only few hospitals and doctors also, few doctors were get used to it. Even Sri Satya Sai Institute of Medical Science did not have skilled surgeon that time for RFA, radio frequency ablation. Maybe it is God's wish we came to know that one devotee surgeon from Argentina coming to Parthi that time during Xmas. We went to Parthi first time. As a medico, I was to accompany my brother. It was during Xmas. Parthi was full of students. All our campus students were attending that time. Devotees all over world also coming that time to ashram, fascinating with white everywhere. You can see devotees and students white. As my family was already into family, we are also in white. That time there was 1 week stay for us, time for us, but it was a fortunate, maybe unfortunate. The doctor who was supposed to come, he was delayed to visit Forti because of some aeroplane crashing or something like that. That made us to stay for 1 month at Forti because we waited for that surgeon from Argentina. And we attended, the time we attended very New Year celebration, annual sports, and saw Swami's interaction with student. I started following Sai discipline also that time in the ashram. First time I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, taking bath in the winter chilled morning, running to the darshan lines, and find first time to sit where we could have darshan of Swami, and that become a part of my life. And I was like, how could I get to study here, because I did MBA and sorry, I did BMS, and I do not have any scope of further study, further higher study, as there was no relevant study also. And I started asking my youth friends over there. I could make some of friends over there. They usually sit near to me in Darshan lines. Near to Ghana side, there was an amla tree. Then I felt like Swami also like Ayurveda. He will do something, or in this bar, or I could take another bar to come to here and become science student. As you know, God is the very awareness of your thought, and it was happened to me. They God twisted everything for you, for your way. and that happened to me. So I came back successfully. My brother's operation done, and I came back and I elaborated everything to my friends. One of very close friend was there, and I told, if you are, if you want to be a student, you should become a sci student. Then in my BMS left out days are there. There was 3 4 years left out days are there, and I involve myself in social work in through NSS, National Social Service Scheme, that used to have every college used to have. And I, as you know, Odisha faces lot of natural calamities every year, and we involve ourselves in social work during those days. And I had desire to have further study in social work. That's why I started preparing myself for management, particularly health management. I did math, and then CAT, I got a scorecard. And that time, as I told my uh, friend, roommate, he he came with a newspaper art that, as you are telling, there is a scope we can join there in Parthi, because there is an MBA course. It has been coming into the newspaper Hindu. So I told, we can try, because we are in medicines. How come we'll go for a management course? So then that time they were asking for MAT and CAT course, and we applied. We applied, and all the way we came to Parthi. We had darshan, and we did all the interview, GD, PI, and written exam. Everywhere we are through that time, and we are called after 7 or 8 days. We are called for admission. During admission, there are a lot of hue and cry, because these people, a lot of teacher also had objection, like, how come we will spoil 2 seats, because these people are already qualified, they can earn or they can do work with this degree. And then it seems they took all the listing or selected students to Swami, and Swami told and asked them, there are 2 doctors from Orissa, they have selected, they are selected. Then Swami told, okay, you can go with them. So that was a story. We joined there, and that was my thought. Yeah, I could be a sci student, and Swami has listened to my thought, and he has accepted me as his student. And during these 2 years, only 2 years span was there, and we did lot of work over there. We did the Gram Seva, as our desire was with social work. Then during the final semester, another mishap happened to me, and my father passed away all of a sudden. Then I was like nowhere. Then I started doubting Swami. Swami, what happened? Because you told, as long as you are here, I am taking care of your parents. I wrote letters. I told Swami, and but I could not get answer. But why this happened to me? Maybe Swami wanted to me there with him during my father's departure. Final semester got over. I got score. We are through with MBA. Then we started searching jobs, and I was the first person to get an offer in my batch. And the day I got the offer, I was having that offer letter, and every student, there was a customary that every student this offer letter they have to give Swami. So I was searching the opportunity. How can I come to Swami's proximity and offer this letter? because that time Swami was with Vrindavan, and there used to be Trai session, and it was a very like long gap. This Trai session has started those days, and all of a sudden, when we are returning from darshan from prayer hall, all of a sudden Swami came in, and all people started running because they told Swami will be in the try. Then I also started running with that offer letter from my company. Then I went there. I till that time I was not coming very close to Swami or did not get any type of opportunity to interact with Swami. I was sitting on the row, waiting there in Trai, and Swami asked the person who was pushing Swami's wheelchair, asked the go to that side. So I was back, sitting back, and Swami came and stopped in front of me, and my both the hands stretched to Swami's feet, and that was like 45 to 1 hour. I was uh, doing seva to Swami, and that time Swami told everything, which was like my life changing interaction with Swami. I was just listening, and Swami was telling, and that he was consoling me. What has happened? That is good. You cannot do anything. What will happen to you or your family? So that changed my mind, and whatever doubt in my mind that time, I it was all clear, and I started my life with smooth from that days. And now with Swami's grace, being a medico, being in medicines, I joined in a corporate organization, and with that Swami's principle till that I am doing well. I am been loved by every of my colleagues, my bosses, my juniors, and every principle of Swami, how Swami told in his man management book, that I am following, and it is giving lot of solutions in my day to day problems I'm facing, and I am happily living now with my family. So these are all because of Swami, and because of my love to Swami and Swami's love to me and my family. So Sairam, today